Danny predicted.
Hello, hello. They made us turn in our keys, badges, our computers, our iPads, our laptops, all of it gone. Hi, I'm feeling much better than I was a couple weeks ago. But we're going on strike. So far, that's what it seems like we're doing. They still have about 4 hours of negotiations to do. So it's all about this, Tisa. It's about this. Mental health, adequate staffing, adequate special ed, adequate ELL or English learners, support for those students. We don't have support. So they collected all our stuff and suggested we take any valuables, anything we own that we didn't want to lose somehow, out of the building. My whole trunk, hey Edward Smart, my whole trunk is full of all my, oh gosh darn it, battery, sorry guys, battery. Yeah, they made us take all our stuff home. Now I still have lamps in there. I have lamps. I have my toolkit to hammer things. I have some electronic devices that I don't use on a regular basis, like a hand portable speaker. It was like, it's like you're breaking up with someone and you got to get out of there. So I'm in charge. Oh, I can't see with my big speaker. Tomorrow, I am in charge of making sure we have lawn chairs and a canopy because it might rain. I am in charge. I think I'm supposed to make some chili. I'm going to make vegan chili, though. They're not going to know. I'm going to make it with TVP. That way everybody can eat it. And then, I don't know. I'm just kind of, I knew this was happening, and I am ready. But then you think about, and this is the right thing to do, you guys. This is the right thing to do. But then you think about what my concern is. This is unfounded, but my concern is we're going to be striking and picketing up and down the block, and I'm really worried that somebody's going to come by and throw something or shoot something, or that's where my concern is. I'm not concerned about public perception because I know the public perception. The parents seem to be behind us. Especially those parents who know that their kids are not getting enough support. Well, there's one of my favorite persons right there. Oh, I love my students. I do. I love them. But I also believe that our schools can be so much better. And with educator input, you actually may get a better school, especially when you have such a young faculty. Now, I'm one of the oldest on my faculty right now, but we have such young minds. We have everybody ranging from 21 to, I'd say, 62. Those 62-year-olds are just as young in mind and spirit as the 21-year-olds. I know I'm a little tainted, but still have so much passion, and I recognize the passion I have when I know it's a possibility that I'm not going to be with my kids. maybe they'll get bored because they've planned, as far as I know, they've planned very little for the senior high. The district has planned everything for K through 5, and then middle school through high school, there isn't much planned. I think the city is opening the rec centers earlier. There's some tutoring going on. But maybe if they're bored, they'll come out and grab a sign and picket with us. I certainly couldn't, I can't ask that. You guys, the roads are so bad. Oh my God. I'm weaving because if I don't, I'll fall in. This happens every spring. Yes, I actually said it's spring. Oh my God, I had so much unexpected anxiety over this. And then also my husband is sick. He's got a fever and all that. I think he's better. He slept the entire day yesterday. He ate a tangerine, had some cherry juice, and some chocolate soy milk, and went back to bed. That's all he ate yesterday. And he slept all night. He got up with me, but, I am, oh my God, I was awake every hour on the hour. Every hour on the hour, just super concerned about, I don't know why this is freaking me out. Last week I was fired up, and I am fired up. I have my why, and my why is this simple. I have a class that should be divided into 2 classes, and we should have more support for these students, and we don't, and therefore in March we're still struggling to get the learning done. Yes, they're coming together, but had we had more support, we could have had 2 of these classes, 3 of these classes. Everybody would be learning more, faster, better. We could have scaffolded more, we could have had more differentiation, but no, we're operating on a bare bones economy. And see, here's what I think happened. Back in 2008, during this recession, when everybody got laid off, I think that we in the schools were operating bare bones. And that's how we had to operate, because our governor had taken the money that the feds gave the schools. He took it and he used it to fix the gap in the budget. Therefore, the districts, every district in Minnesota had to take out loans that had interest attached to them. Craziness. Lots of layoffs, bare bones economy, bare bones, operating on bare bones. I was fortunate enough to keep my job, but I know a lot of people that were laid off. And that's how we've been operating since 2008, bare bones. We've gotten a few folks back, but they figure if this few amount of people can get the job done adequately, or kind of, and they're saving money, then that's what they're going to do. Except for the problem is, people like me, I'm burning out. I have decided to end my career early, which of course is what they want for those of us who have degrees and years. Yes, please retire early. That's fine with me though, because I want to do things like blog. I want to blog. I want to vlog. I want to continue growing my YouTube channel. I want to. There is there is a company I'm really interested in right now called doTERRA. Some of you know what that is, but I did a deep dive into that company, and one of my friends is not an associate. What are they? I forgot what it is. Anyway, my video tomorrow is all about that. I haven't named it yet. Oh boy, sorry. But that's something I'm interested in. I've been looking for a product I believe in, that I can associate myself with, and I'm getting closer. This may be the thing. I thought it was going to be another company that Blake Kirby works with, but there was an initial investment I just couldn't afford. And I don't want to spend money to make money that way. Yeah, okay, so if you continue to operate on a bare bones school, everybody is stressed and maxed out. Like, there are so many teachers teaching an overload. Instead of hiring a new teacher or one more teacher in each department, they asked teachers to teach an overload. Now, I wanted to, because I wanted that overload to be my second dance class. So that's fine, but there are other people that were asked to do this, and then they weren't paid what they expected. They thought they were going to get their hourly rate, and instead it's a flat rate per hour. So it's an hourly pay flat rate designed that's calculated outside of your hourly pay if you divided your salary. So it's much less than the hourly pay. But for us, it helped Troy and I, because those loans went up to frickin' $1,100. But so the point is, instead of hiring the teachers we need, the district was okay with paying people to do overloads. And this is the last year many of the teachers are going to do overloads unless they're forced into it. And then there's another union issue, because it's exhausting when you don't have any time, like no time. I go straight from dance right up to English, no time in between. I was kind of used to it because of last year I bootlegged a class. I gathered some of my best dancers and I gave them TA credits, so teaching assistant credits, so it's just an elective credit. So I had about 8 girls who became my choreographers for the year. So I bootlegged that class, but I didn't get paid for it, and I told our principal this year I would like to get paid for a second class. I cannot do a concert with one class. So, but that's the point, you know. I'm on the west side, by the way. So the point is that we need to support our children in a way that is respectful of a teacher's physical and mental well-being, is respectful of a student's needs in terms of special ed, English learning. I was quoting wrong. We have 131 separate languages in our school district. Children speak 131 different languages in our school district. And we don't have enough EL, English learner, support. We have a number of children with special needs. We don't have enough support for them. We're lumping in autism with behavior disorders. And that's my thing. I have, I just don't see how you take a kid with autism spectrum disorder who is on the spectrum. I know you don't say that anymore. I don't know how to say it otherwise. I don't know how you can take a kid like that, call him or her EBD, emotional behavior disorder, and lump them in with kids that have emotional behavior disorders. And what I'm saying by that, when I'm talking about inability to control impulses, behaviors that are destructive. I don't know how you lump autism in with that. Also, I don't understand how in a special ed co-taught class you're lumping in LD, ELL, autism, EBD, and expecting two teachers, co-teachers, to meet all of those needs. And general ed on top of that. Now, I'm not saying co-teaching is bad, but you can't have a co-taught class with 30 kids in it. And most of them, or the majority of them, being having great needs that need to be met. Can't do that. I've been talking about it all year, but I'm suddenly starting to understand why I am in this position this year, because we don't have the support. And that's my why. That's why I have to be on the picket line. I have to, because I can't have anybody else going through what I went through this year without me having at least tried to do something about it. I've talked until I was blue in the face. You know what I got? You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, but I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you know what you're doing. You're doing better than you think you are. You're doing a great job. Oh my Jesus, God in heaven, really? I'm struggling, folks. You're doing a great job. I didn't see anything wrong with your class. I see everything wrong with it. Oh, it tries up. You feel good enough to go for a walk?
Night and day. Yeah.
It's like your gout. Comes and goes.
Kinda. Yeah. I took her down. I took her to the vet too and had her.
Oh, you did go.
Yeah, I did go. Because I feel 85% better.
Just don't push it, hun, because that fever can come back.
I'm not pushing it. I feel fine.
Okay.
I'm
Say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
You got to get your face in here.
I put hay down.
Oh,
here.
thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, there's Troy.
Or straw.
Straw. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now it's all over me.
It's a muddy mess.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel.
Don't take a long walk.
I won't.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
And what'd they say about her ear?
Oh, it was probably just a sore or something like that. She scratched and it came off.
Oh.
The scab came off, so there's a little bump there. But she said like a pimple or something like that. Just
Oh.
something like that. So no big deal.
Okay. Well,
Right.
since you're feeling better, I may... Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. See
All
you in a
right.
bit.
Bye. Well, that's nice to see. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Who's here? Be the difference. You're here. Hello. Oh, yeah. How are you? I am okay. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that. Wow. I'm going all the way back, you guys. You know I do this. Hey, people. Hey, all. Hey, Philly. Thanks. Schools are just terrible these days. We are getting dumber trying to cater to the unwilling to learn at the end of the bell curve. Yeah. Like your page and name. I like your... Yes. If you are just terrible these days, we are getting... Okay, we already did that. It's jumping around again. Darn it. Kicking it. Hi. Hi, Be the Difference. Hi. Yes, hello. Turbo will be the difference. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Yes, they are lumping them together due to budget cuts. No, we had an increase. Oh my gosh. You guys, we had an increase of funding last year. We had a real nice shot from our I don't know. God, slow down. We did a referendum. The city, we got a nice big influx of money from the city. We agreed so that we could get our kids the help they needed. And I don't know where that money went. They designed the district administration. See, I'm clueless. The district administration designed a program called St. Paul Achieves, and from what I understand, I do not know because I am not a steward anymore, nor am I contract action team member. I had to do stuff like YouTube, but I also had to have a life because I was spending all my time doing school and I didn't have anything that I wanted to do. So, from what I understand, they did a school design or a district design called St. Paul Achieves that didn't include any of the educators, teachers' input. And if there was input, I don't know. So I could be speaking out my butt. But from what the districts, because there was very little, if any, teacher input, we have to put it into contract language to get what we need. So it's the difference between the district and we union members, because I am the union, is that the difference is priorities. We are prioritizing our students' health, well-being, education, and needs. I think the district obviously is trying to do that too, but I think they're out of touch with what we need. They're seeing a big umbrella, but the umbrella has spokes that have to be, in order for that umbrella to work, the spokes have to be in place. I think that's a bright thing I just said. And right now they're lifting up the umbrella and it's just going like this, and there's no, the structure for the students is not in place for them to achieve. Sure, we're likely to have, right, Angela, we're likely to have some students achieve. I think I know that they're trying not to perpetuate a system that, a prison to pipeline. I know that is the district's, I know that's one of their focuses. But another focus, once again, we don't want the school to prison pipeline. We don't want that, but you got to have the spokes to support the needs of the students. And that goes for all students. That's not just poor or brown students. Those supports need to be in place for all students. All students. So we're doing it. Scratch my head. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that came into my live stream. It was one of the most successful ones I've had on Saturday. It was nice and calm. It went over 2 hours, which I don't like to do, but we got a full meal made, and I showed how to do that. The school to prison is a myth. Bad people hang with bad people. Stupid people hang with stupid people. I agree with you on that. What I see sometimes though, okay, so here's an instance in our school. First of all, I hate passes, you guys. You know where a pass came from, right? You have to have a pass to go from point A to point B. That's a slavery thing. That's an absolute slavery thing that went right into the schools. because the schools, as they're designed now, were designed for factory work. That's why we still have bells. That's true, be the difference. That's why we still have bells. That's why we still have certain times that we do certain things. That's not how the world works anymore. But here's an example from our school that is a real problem. There is, hall pass. I hate hall passes. It's a slavery thing. There is a real understanding among the students that if they're white or Asian, okay, thank you. If they're white or Asian, they won't be stopped in the hall. If they're anything else, somebody's going to say, where's your pass? Where are you headed? How long have you been in the hall? So, hey, Heathstead, how are you? And so I had a girl today say to me, she said, Dr. Paulman, I wish she'd just call me Paulman, but I guess I earned the doctor. She said, Dr. Paulman, can I go to the bathroom? I said, absolutely, you can go to the bathroom. There are Rise Among Kids who's in background. Yep. Absolutely, you can go to the bathroom. I'll write a pass. She says, no, I don't need a pass. I said, what? I never get stopped. I'm white. You never get stopped? You're white? Paying. What was I going to say? I was going to say, I never get stopped. I'm white. I said, how is that okay? And why am I letting you go without a pass? She said, because I'm just going. I said, no, I'm giving you a pass. She left. I should have written her up. But there is truly an understanding. So if that is the experience of our brown children in our schools, and that is a real problem, well, yes, the amount of disrespect, but think about it. This child knows for a fact that she will not be stopped because she knows she's white, and that is a problem of the adults. And if that's what the adults are doing to our children, then as a brown person, I know I better have my pass, and that's a slavery damn thing. I can't stand passes. You got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. It's hot. How did I get from strike to that? Oh, prison. Okay, so that isn't a school to prison pipeline thing, but it is an experience brown people have. Friends, but no, what? I can't believe the student said that. I can. It's true. Angela Critters was friends, but no. Bell now. Oh, okay. Okay. You don't be sorry you're late. Absolutely, but there's a rise among kids in suburban who try to live the gangster life. No kidding. No kidding. That is so funny. So funny to me when I hear boom, 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 boom. We live next to West St. Paul, which is a suburb of St. Paul. Beyond that is a place called Mendota Heights, and some other place. It just gets richer as you go out. But you'll be, I'll see this car banging down the street, and it'll be a suburban kid trying to, yes, Angela Critters, it is sad, but it'll be this white kid in his gangstered up car coming from Mendota Heights. Hi, Brenda, how are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, I will never teach in the suburbs because how many of your students do you suspect are under the influence? Oh, hey, I can imagine that this in the hallway, I can't say how many, but I'd say 3%. In my classroom, I have a couple that come almost every other day where I suspect they've been using something. As they get older, like I teach just 9th grade and 9 through 12 dance. So 9th grade English, 9 through 12 dance. I find that the older they get, the more there is substance abuse. We have a lot of substance abuse in the hallways, like in the stairwells. The kids even joke about the notorious stairwell F, because you can get a contact high. And yeah, right? You can get a contact high from that. But it's sad when you see a 14-year-old who's high. It's sad when you see a 14-year-old slumped over and he looks up at you and he's like, what? And you're like, come on, you gotta go. I ain't do nothing. I'm not going nowhere. Literally sits and rocks. Sits and rocks. Not feeling that good. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, Angela getting high? I used to come up stairwell A, and by the time I started covering my mouth, because literally there was so much marijuana that I was getting a little bit buzzed. I'd get a headache. Hi, Trap Vision 3D, how are you? So, hello. Who's not feeling well? Dad, hate to ask, but what's for dinner? Been in bed all day. Just took my vitamin D and Coumadin. Oh gosh, I hope you feel better. For dinner tonight, I think we're doing leftovers. We have to eat out of the freezer this week because I'm not going to be making any money. If we're on strike, I'm making $0. $0. No dollars coming in. We're trying to make sure I used to get high as a teenager, so did I. It was every now and then. It was special occasion. In addition, I was never high in school. What a buzzkill. Kids these days are junkies. They feel, well, because also terrible schools. Terrible schools. The other thing to think about is the marijuana they're smoking is not the marijuana even from 10 years ago or 20 years ago. I mean, when I smoked marijuana, it was ditchweed, you know. And then I realized I didn't like it. I was just smoking because everybody else was. But it was ditchweed. And what they're getting today is either laced with something or it's a super strong strain. You know, you never know. This is why, you guys, you may disagree with me, but I think we should legalize marijuana so that it is regulated. You're lucky, because I had ditchweed, but then again, I'm old. Showing my customers how interactive these chats. Hi. But when I am, so what they're smoking is super strong. Later, are you leaving, Joy? Headed out. Okay, thank you for coming in. I gotta head out here too soon. I have to finish that video, and I was gonna film my third in my water kefir series. So I'm gonna do a pineapple water kefir at the suggestion of my good buddy Alyssa Kerwood, Rainbow Angel, aka Alyssa Kerwood, aka Rainbow Angel, asked me to do a pineapple kefir water, and I've actually never done pineapple kefir water, so this might be interesting. We'll see. But yeah, you guys, so it's not, I'm glad that I go to work so you know that not everyone had some dirt weed. Lucky you. Lucky you. I'll be out on the picket line at 7 a.m. I got to get this car unloaded tonight and loaded up with lawn chairs, camping chairs, and camping chairs and a canopy. And I got to see if there's anything I can cook. This is going to be, I will try to do some, I'll either film or do a live stream from the strike, or I will film and put something together for a Beyond Sauerkraut special edition. Thank you, Angela. But I will be on the picket line. I've never done this. I've marched before. I went to the Women's March. I went to Wisconsin to march 2008, I think it was. I don't know. We marched, something happened. They had a governor, or maybe they still do. The crazy governor over there did something. Oh, he deunionized the schools. He took away their right to collective bargain. And so all of us from Minnesota, Iowa, all these places came and we marched the Capitol. There was 1 million some people, but I've never picketed. So we had a strike a few years ago here. It seemed to work. I thought you guys couldn't strike. I thought you were in a district that couldn't strike. Now it's cold. Oh gosh, here it goes. I am tired. I thought you couldn't, anyway. Yeah, well, I think it'll work. I think the district is trying to break our resolve. That's possible. That's very possible. How many are in here? Oh, sorry. What happened? Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened. That was weird. All of a sudden, you guys disappeared. Did I freeze too? I marched during Vietnam and civil rights, but never picketed in line either. Angela Critters, believe it or not, I marched during Vietnam, and but I didn't do 1968. When Martin Luther King died, Minneapolis went up in flames, and that's where I lived. It went up in flames, and I think I participated in something. It was unofficial. Superintendent sent out messages to teachers that if more people called off, that we would have subs available, schools would be called off. Aha! That's one way to do it for sure. I also marched against Vietnam as a 7, 8, and 9-year-old. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew that I was saving lives. That's all I understood. So marching is different than picketing. So we'll see how that goes. And really my fear, as I said in the beginning of this chat, my biggest fear is that somebody is going to be mad at teachers and throw stuff or shoot things just out their car. I have a real fear of that because we have real ignorance here in Minnesota. We have some real ignorant people. Not people who are part of the schools so much. Not people who have children in the schools. Just people who like to do bad things. Ooh, shoot. Huh. I guess I'm never gonna play music again. That's really lodged in there. Teachers are innocent victims of the system. I think so. I mean, I actually went into teaching to teach. You know? I went into teaching to teach, and when I was in Durham, I actually did teach a lot, and I had concerts. I was teaching dance when I was in the Durham public schools. Then when I got my teaching license in Minnesota and I started teaching in Minneapolis, I didn't realize that I would be a behavior instructionist. Our country is getting dumber. I agree. I wish I could get this out. Maybe Troy will have to do it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was my thing. Yeah, I did. I went into teaching so I could teach, and I didn't realize that there actually to be a classroom manager. What'd you say there? You retracted, you retracted. Retracted, retracted. Our country is getting dumber each year. Our country is getting... Okay. Need the support of parents. You know, fortunately, I would say that 80% of my parents are very supportive of teachers. That's still 20% who aren't. So... You guys, I think it's time to get in school. Ah! I can't go. I can't park. So here's the things, you guys. They took our keys. They took our laptops. They took our iPads. We are not to be on our email. We cannot be, and that's starting at 3:30 today. Even though a strike hasn't been officially called, I can't look at district email. They'll probably cut it off. I can't do my grades. I'm on a strike. Why would I grade? I can't update attendance. I can't. There is nothing school related. I can't use any of the websites. I can't use any of the equipment of the public schools at all. They had this whole system where you came in, you dropped off your laptop, you dropped off your iPad, and you dropped off your keys. You signed and scratched your name off and wrote your name in blood, and then get everything out of the school that you want to keep safe because it may not be here when you get back. What? So that's why I have my speaker, I have my jazz shoes, I have my extra computer. This computer I use for display. I have, what else do I have? I have like bags and bags of stuff. So this will be interesting, guys. We can't park in the parking lot. We can't go into the building. We can't, which I don't want to go into the building. I don't care if I can't park in the parking lot. I'm going to be the first person there anyway, so I'll get the best parking across the street. So we strike, we are on the picket line from 7 to 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours. Then we take a lunch, and then we go do an action from 1 until 3, and then we head to pity the fool. What? I pity the fool who left their house and car keys in school. Right? Because once you leave, I got everything. You know me. I didn't need my kicking it with Karen water thing where I have a sticker on it. I didn't want to bring home all the little stuff. But I got my coffee mug. Of course I got my speaker, but Troy's going to have to take that. That thing is so heavy, and it has to be carried look at this, you guys. Okay. This is what we have to do. I don't know if you can see that, but all of that is straw. We have to put straw down because there's 4 inches of mud. 4 inches. My boot. Okay. My boot. Can you see my boot? Okay. Let me see if you can see this one. Okay, here's my boot. Okay, these are my bogs, but the mud sinks up to here without that straw. So that's 4 inches. And you get your boot stuck. That's not fun, getting your boot stuck. It's not fun to get your boot stuck. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go. My hope is to do a little bit of live streaming from the strike, and then also get some footage and do a special edition. So thank you very much for supporting me. I will be safe. I am scared. I am scared. I want to remind you, too, sustain your body and mind with good food and good thoughts. I want to make sure you focus on your dreams, and please seek tranquility. If you can seek tranquility, you will. If you find tranquility, if you can't ever get this out, if you seek tranquility and you're able to grasp a little bit of it, you will find love, hope, and joy. All right. I will see you later. Bye. Thank you for your support, you guys.